All right, so Jason Kidd's trying to play some mind games with the Celtics. He went on the podium and said that Jaylen Brown is the best player and not Jayson Tatum. So obviously Tatum hasn't been playing well. Jaylen Brown has. So do you think there's some truth to what Jason Kidd is saying there? I don't know.
So here's what I think. In a vacuum, Jayson Tatum is better than Jaylen Brown. He has more accolades. He has more natural talent. He's bigger. I understand that. But right now, it's not just that Jaylen Brown is outplaying Jayson Tatum. Drew Holiday's outplaying Jayson Tatum. You could argue Derek White's outplaying Jayson Tatum. Kristaps in limited minutes, you could argue, is outplaying Jayson Tatum. And I don't want to hear about, honest to God, I don't want to hear about his rebounds and assist numbers. I understand they're good. If you're watching these games, DeMonze, he looks scared. He said after game 1 he was nervous, and then after game 2 he's like, oh, I'm not going to let my ego get in the way of us winning a championship. Other guys are rolling. Buddy, you took 22 shots. No one else on your team took more than 15. It wasn't oh, you're doubling me, so I'm going to get other people involved. You couldn't hit shots. You missed layups. You were 1 for 7 in the fourth quarter. He is, right now, finals history since the merger, the worst field goal percentage of anyone ever through 8 career finals games, dating back to the last finals he was in. At this point, it's a thing, and it is a testament to the team that Brad Stevens put together, that your best player can be playing like this, and you're up 2-0 in the finals. But I don't think there is any... I don't think there is an argument to be made that, oh, wait, Tatum's actually been better than people are giving him credit for. Tatum's been really bad, and the Celtics are winning despite that. Your thoughts as a Celtics guy?
I think it's crazy, but I'm not mad at it, obviously. I'm the Celtics fan. I get how it's annoying for everybody else, but I love the fact that like our considered the best player can play like Kaka and we still win. I think it's awesome. We got 5 guys that can do it. I hope that what Tatum is saying is like with his ego. I really hope that it's not getting to him, but like we're human, so I feel like it probably is to some degree.
I think it has to get to him. I don't think it's. Right. I think it'd be one thing if it were I'm playing well, but one of my teammates is playing great, and they're getting the credit. I think that would be. I think that's easier to deal with. Even if we, you know what I mean? Everyone wants to be the star of the movie. I get that. But that would be a situation where it's like, hey, you know what I mean? We're winning. I'm playing fine. This guy's playing great. That's awesome. That's not what's happening. Drew Holiday is playing great. Jaylen Brown's playing very well. But the reason Tatum's where he is because Tatum is playing so poorly. And so I think that would get to anybody. I think that now what he has going for him is because they're up 2-0 to Monze, it's not as if I'm costing my team a championship. Right. But let game 3 go the Mavs' way and Tatum play mediocre. And then all of a sudden see, you know what I mean, how he's feeling.
And then on the other side of it,
the pressure is just going to get ratcheted up.
Right. Yeah, the pressure is going up. On the other side of it, he's going to go back to Dallas, and they have the 2 games. And if he shines there, I think that everybody kind of forgets about what's happened in the first 2 games.
He's still the big favorite to win Finals MVP.
Yeah.
So, which is crazy to me, but that to me says Vegas thinks that if he is just good, not even great, the rest of the way, because he has the rebound and assist numbers that already look really good, they're like, man, he's going to finish these finals if he has a couple good scoring games, averaging 24, 10, and 8. And people are going to say, and that people are going to revisionist history, be like, oh, was he really that bad early on? His efficiency's been terrible. All right, you want to ask some follow-ups here? Yeah.
Do you think that Brown's contracts has anything to do with this, like both for his mindset and Tatum's?
Well, I think Jaylen Brown has something to prove. Jaylen Brown didn't make All-NBA. He's always been in trade rumors, and his contract became something of a punchline. So I think he has something to prove, but I think it's been in a positive way. What else?
If the finals continue to go this way and Tatum never gets his moment, how do you think that affects the team going into next season?
If they win, I don't think it affects them negatively at all. Maybe you get that bonus of Tatum being a champion, but also having a little chip on his shoulder. If they lose, that's a whole nother discussion. If the Celtics blow a 2-0 finals lead, which would be just the sixth team in NBA history to do it, and do it because Tatum, spirals the whole time, that has serious ramifications, but it would be premature right now to talk about that.
Like, it's so weird. Like, what do they even do with the team?
I don't think they do. I think they run it back. I don't think they do anything significant. I'm just saying how long of a tail that would have on Jayson Tatum, the basketball player. Like, the Celtics were up 2-1 in the finals previously. Tatum didn't play well and they lost. But you were playing the Warriors with Steph Curry. You were 24 and 25, Tatum and Brown. And so, it's like, you weren't really supposed to win, even though they kind of were once they were up 2-1. This would be a different story entirely. What else?
Brad Stevens keeps getting all the credit for this Celtics team. What about Danny Ainge, and how much credit does he deserve?
Well, listen, the Tatum and Brown, the KG Pierce trade that Danny Ainge pulled off, and that netted you Tatum and Brown, of course he gets credit for that. But Brad Stevens put the rest of this team together, and I think, hold on, let me check. Derek White.
You could say they're both equally important at this point. Like the second half of...
Sure. And so Derek White was traded on February 10th, 2022. I think that was Brad Stevens. Let me check to make sure. So February of 22 is when he was traded. When did he take... Yeah. So Brad Stevens was Drew Holiday, was Derek White, obviously the Drew Holiday trade, obviously the Kristaps trade. Those are all Brad Stevens. So Brad Stevens, I think, Brad Stevens, by the way, being a great college coach, being an excellent NBA coach, and seamlessly transitioning to the front office and crushing it. Well, I mean, what a run by that guy. There's no denying it. All right, next.
With that, like, I don't know, this might be. Is there a chance that he ever becomes like a commissioner?
Oh wow, I'd never even thought of that. I guess maybe. Yeah, I mean, that used to be how commissioners got hired a lot across leagues. Came from within a team and then ascended to the league office. These days, it seems to be more like league office lifers that move up. But yeah, maybe. I mean, the Theo Epstein, who helped build the Red Sox, then helped build the Cubs, and now kind of does bigger picture stuff. He was the
he's clearly got GM. The brain for it.
It seems to have the brain for almost everything. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.